Welcome back to the SportsMax Zone. After 13 days of competition at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, the People's Republic of China continued to lead the medal standings with 34 goals, followed by the US with 29 goals and host nation Japan with 22 goals. In the CARICOM block, Jamaica continues to lead with 3 goals, followed by both Bermuda and the Bahamas with a gold each and Grenada with a bronze. It was the best day yet for the Caribbean at the Olympics, with the region bagging 4 medals, 2 golds and 2 bronze. In the men's 400 meters, Bahamian Stephen Gardiner won gold. The 25-year-old ran a season-best 43.85 seconds to upgrade his bronze from Rio 2016 and to add to his gold from 2019 World Championship. Colombia's Anthony Jose Zambrano was second, taking silver in 44.08 seconds, and Grenada's Kirani James comped bronze in 44.19 seconds. Gardiner grabbing gold was somewhat expected, and he's now Bahamas' first Olympic gold medalist in an individual men's event. So Chris, this is where we start our show today. Of course, impressive performances from the Caribbean, but we're starting with the man from the Bahamas.
Excellent performance. The world champion, he's now backed that up with winning Olympic gold. As you said in your statement, it was somewhat expected based on his performances and so on. A season best at 25 years of age. A mature performance by him, won comfortably in the end, showed great round control if you look at the heat semi-finals and so on in terms of how he managed his races and so on. And an excellent win for him. I think commendation should go to Kirani James, all of what he's been through, the death of his mother, him being Graves' disease, a major
COVID.
thing for him, yeah, and being able to come back like this. Run sub 44 in the semi-final, and I thought that might have been a little bit too fast, might have taken a little bit out of him, especially because there was a day's rest, and that certainly played out. 44.19 I think it was in the end, still a good time by him, and an excellent performance. And you saw what it meant to him after when he fought and came across that line in third position, the pumping of his fist as he got across the line. I mean, excellent as well. You see it there in this race. I mean, again, paced himself very well, closed the stagger early in that first 100, 150. And after that, it was really, I mean, did tire a little bit near the end, and you will see that in the final 80 meters of the race, where he did seem to tire a bit, Kirani James, and really did well. But this was a race for Gardiner. And, note must be made as well as my namesake, Chris Taylor, who came 6th as well, ran a personal best, and did a wonderful interview, and that's one of the things you have to look at as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that he would have run a personal best in the final. But look at Gardiner there, running away from the field, able to even slow down at the line. Comfortable victory for him, excellent performance, excellent day for the Caribbean, and 2 persons on the medal podium.
Yeah, and just to add, yes, we say that Stephen Gardiner, of course, he would have been the outright favorite. I think the approach in the race, because even he himself said that he started a bit slow, but it worked for him because, he accelerated towards the finish line. So it's something that, he always does. He doesn't, we don't get the bullet start that we expect, but we definitely get the results from him that we always expect. What did you think about his approach in particular?
Gardiner? Yeah, I thought Gardiner, as I said, race management was key. Different strategies are employed at different times. I think he went out at a moderate pace and then increased. That's why he finished so strongly. I think Kirani James, I'm not sure if he was a little bit worried about the pace that Gardiner would have been coming with, but he went out very hard, Kirani James, maybe a little bit faster than normal.
Yeah.
And in the final 180 to 100 meters, that's where I thought Kirani tired a bit. And the other athletes were able to catch up, and he ended up holding on for the bronze. I think that was a sheer will, because I think he was really tired. But yeah, Gardiner did excellently. I think managed the race very well and finished strongly in the end.
Definitely a great day for the Caribbean, and of course Gardiner finding the formula. Well, earlier on the day, the Caribbean also had reason to celebrate after the Jamaican Hansle Parchment grabbed gold in the 110 meters hurdles. Parchment ran a season best time of 13.04 seconds to capture the short sprint hurdle prize ahead of America's Grant Holloway, 13.09. Jamaica's Ronald Levy was third in 13.10. So Chris, did you see gold coming for Jamaica? Because I remember, so I'm listening to the race home, watching it, and in my complex that I live, everybody is screaming. So I think everybody was tuned in, just to show that a lot of people may not have expected it, a lot of Jamaicans. Or did you see it?
I thought it was far-fetched for Parchment based on the season he's had so far, based on his struggles from the start. I think this is actually one of the best starts I've ever seen Parchment get. I think he admitted that in his interview later on as well. Usually a slow start and a heavy finisher. Got a reasonably good start this time, and I think that's what made the difference. I actually thought the goal, if Jamaica was going to get a goal, would have come from Ronald Levy, who I actually think had a really good chance coming in. Did well, got the bronze in the end, but Parchment, kudos goes to the difference in his start. I think that made a major difference. He was always going to be one of the strongest finishers in the field, and I think Holloway felt him in the end. Holloway had a bullet start, but with Parchment's close, I thought he was always going to get the gold medal at that stage after 80 meters, and he was right there with him. Parchment would have always won that race.
Definitely, and of course the track and field program at the Games continues this evening into tomorrow, and these are the events to be contested. We have the men's 4x400 relay round, heat 1 and 2, the women's javelin, men's 5,000 meter final. Chris, I'm not going to read out all of the events, but I'm going to ask you, which one are you expected to be the most exciting? Because, we have 3 representatives in the finals of the women's 400 meters.
Yeah, that would be a top race, and I think Shawnee Miller-Weibo is in there. A lot will be expected of her. Not in the best form that we have seen so far this season, and that makes me wonder if she really has it in her to bring home the gold medal for the Bahamas. I actually think Stephanie Ann McPherson has a really good chance of winning gold in this event. I think she'll be right up there in the calling. Good to see Candice McLeod as well in the final. Not so sure if she will be amongst the medals. And of course you have Alison Felix, now not the youngest person anymore, quality athlete, not on her top form. So this is a real window of opportunity, I think, for Steffi and McPherson to come in and take that gold medal. So I think there will be an excellent showing from the Caribbean in that race, no matter how it goes. I would expect the Caribbean to come away with 2 medals in that final.
Yeah.
And I expect a lot of good performances in the relays as well. I think that, especially from Jamaica, I think they ran well in the 4x1 men's to go into it. I thought the baton changing was good for the most part. And I think they easily have the strongest women's 4x1 team. Once the women get the baton around, they should be coming away with a gold medal and maybe even a world record at that.
Well, Chris, you already got our hopes up, and we're looking forward to see how our Caribbean athletes, medal over the weekend. Well, still with the Olympics now. Burkina Faso became the 100th country to win an Olympic medal after Hughes Fabrice Zango won bronze in the men's triple jump. Incidentally, it is also Burkina Faso's first ever medals at the Games. The 28-year-old jumped 17.47 meters to claim 3rd spot on the podium. Zango's historic win came on the same day as his country's 61st independence anniversary. What a feat!
Excellent as well. And as a lot of clutch performances. Burkina Faso finally on the table in terms of medals at the Olympics. Great to see. As I said, a lot of top performances have come in the Olympics. As I say, I keep coming back to that word, clutch performances, just in the right time, at the right moment. This was certainly the right moment for his country on the anniversary. What a present for his country, an excellent performance. Good to see them on the medal table and a representation as well.
Definitely, and I feel like with the list of events that we have coming up, our Caribbean brothers and sisters will be looking forward to the weekend because there's so much, we can look forward to and hope to medal.
4x4 relays as well coming up as well tonight, so that's something. Not sure if the Jamaica men's team is at the strongest right now, but certainly the women's should be carrying home something for the Caribbean.
Well, most definitely. So we take a short commercial break and we'll be right back.